Good day, viewers. You are welcome. How to solve these interesting functional equations given that p of 5x minus p of 3x equals 6x. I want to find p of x in a general form. So looking at what we have here, we have this 6x. The power of x here is 1. Well, can we just assume that for every p of x is equals a constant, or for every p of x is equals a linear, or for every p of x is equals a quadratic? So we cannot just assume this like this. So we have to make it a general in case this does not equals the power of 1. So suppose the power is 2, power is 3 or more than that. So we cannot just start assuming any general polynomial form like this. So we have to make it in a robust way. So let's get into it. So instead of solving it that way, let's consider the solution. Let's say I assume that if you have p of x to be equals, let's say we have an x raised to power n plus an minus 1, then x raised to power n minus 1 plus an minus 2, x raised to power of n minus 2, then it continues like that. And from here we have 5x. So here we have x. So let's change this one to p of 5x and see what beat the output. So we have p of 5x equals, we have an x raised to power n, that is 5x raised to power n, then plus an minus 1. We have 5x raised to power of n minus 1, and this is how it continues. So for this one to be odd, an must not equals 0. So an must not equals 0. And then let's find p of 3x. So for p of 3x, we have an of 3x raised to power of n plus an minus 1, 3x raised to power of n minus 1, and this is how this also continues. So by subtracting p3x from p5 of x, so we are going to have, for every p of 5x, so here we have the first term here, and this is also the first term. So what is common here is an, then x raised to power n. In the bracket, we have 5 raised to power n minus 3 raised to power of n. And also, what is common here as well is an minus 1, x raised to power of n minus 1, bracket 5 raised to power n minus 1 minus 3 raised to power of n minus 1, and this is how this continues. So in a general terms, so we have to write p of 5x minus p of 3x to be equals, so here we have an x raised to power n, this is 5 raised to power n minus 3 raised to power n. So we are going to have it in a way of the summation of, so since this is summed down, then we have n here as the highest number. So we are going to have n equals to 0 to as many as number that we can have. So let's say k. Then we have the constant coefficient, which is an, then open bracket 5 raised to power n minus 3 raised to power of n. So this is what we are going to have. So this keeps going. So we test for A0, so we can still test for A1, we can test for A2 till as many as the terms we are going to have. But P of 5x minus P of 3x, this equals 6x. But we have to know the other values that are going to be here. So since we have 6x here, the power of it is 1. So which means the other degree multiplied by 0. So therefore, for every right hand side, what we are going to be having there is 0 we multiply x raised to power of 0. Then we have plus, this is multiplying by 6. We have 6 multiplied by x power 1. So followed by 0 multiplied by x power 2. So followed by 0 multiplied by x power of 3. And that's how it continues. So if you start considering this formula summation n equals 0 to k, an of 5 raised to power n minus 1. Suppose I test for number 1 if our n here equals 0. And we know these are the right hand side that we have. If n equals to 0 here, we are going to have a0, then we have 5 raised to power 0 minus 3 raised to power 0. So everything here equals, the coefficient we have at the other side equals 0. So we have to continue, and so here there is going to be the x raised to power of n here. Then we have a0 into bracket of 5 raised to power of 0 minus 3 raised to power 0 equals 0. So this shows that a here, which is a0, equals 0. So there is no restriction for a0. And also, if we check for when our n here equals 1. So if n equals to 1, then we are going to have a1, then x raised to power of 1 into bracket of 5 raised to power 1 minus 3 raised to power 1. So this gives us 2. Then everything equals 6x. So this is power of 1. So we cancel this and we cancel this. So we are going to have a1 equals 2. So if n is equals 1, we got 3. So that is the value of a1 here equals 3. And again, if n is greater than or equals 2, so any value starting from 2 upward, so we are going to have 5 raised to power of n minus 3 raised to power of n, so multiplied by an, everything here will be equals 0. So because considering the right hand side there, so we have every coefficient equals 0. So therefore, since we have 5 raised to power k power n minus 3 raised to power n greater than 0, so this is when we have our k greater than or equals 1. And it is also going to be non-zero when we have our n rather. So if we have our n greater than or equals 1, and it's going to be non-zero when we have n greater than or equals 2. So for this reason, we are going to have our f of x here equals 3x plus c. So where c here is a constant term. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Never stop learning. Bye bye.